Kevin Prince, UCLA quarterback, joins us now. Kevin, obviously a tough game. How did you feel physically out there?
I felt fine. No problems with my back or anything. So, obviously you're going to get dinged up a little bit. Be a little sore tomorrow, but nothing out of the ordinary.
I think by my count it was 8 drops out there. How tough is that for you to swallow? I mean, I know there are things that you're going to do that are going to be tough for the wideout, but how tough are drops for you?
It's tough, but it happens. I'm not exactly putting the ball on them every play, and there's some of those were tough catches. You just got to keep plugging along. That's something that you can't get you down. I tried not to let that affect me. I just kept on going. Kept on reassuring the receivers that I was going to keep going to them. That's something that won't happen very often the rest of the season. I guarantee you that.
You come into a game, and that's probably the last thing you expect. When it starts happening that way, does it affect you as a quarterback? I know you say that you're still going to throw it to them and you reassure them, but does it creep into your mind at all?
No. It's Coach Gans likes to say, one snap and clear. You take one play at a time. Once that play's over, it's done with. You can't think about it. You can't revisit it. And so, like I said, we'll just have to go back to practice this week and make sure that we're a lot sharper coming out the gates next week in Stanford.
Did you fumble?
Apparently. I thought I was down. Apparently I did.
Obviously, late in the game, they go up 24-16. You guys tie it up, or you guys bring it to within 2. Talk about what happened on that 2-point conversion.
Well, we were trying to get Taylor the ball. We're trying to work him on the inside linebackers and shake him loose. Went to empty, and it just didn't work out. It got really congested in the middle, so tried to scramble out, make a play. Thought about running it. Didn't think I could make it, and saw Taylor open, and Kansas State defender dove and deflected and made a great play. There's not much else to be said about it.
If you had to do it again, when do you think you'd run it?
Probably. If I knew that was going to happen.
Kevin, obviously it's a physical game, and yet I think people understand why you can't tackle that much going into a game like this. Your first game and everything, trying to keep guys healthy. How does that change, in 1 week? All of a sudden, do you try and get more physical? Do you work on that more just now knowing that it's here and you have to be more physical?
I think it's just something that we'll get a feel for. As the season wears along, there's those first game jitters, and you can't practice everything perfectly that a game is going to present to you. And obviously, we can't tackle full go every day, but it's something that will improve, just like the rest of our team will, just like our offense will. We'll just learn from this and make sure that we don't repeat these mistakes.
Last thing for you, you go to Stanford You have Stanford next week. Week 2 games typically aren't against a league opponent. How does that change, not necessarily your game plan, but maybe your frame of mind?
Well, it makes it an extremely important game for us. Obviously, you want to win these ones. This is a huge bummer, but we can't be down for too long. We got to bounce back and make sure that we're ready for Stanford, because those conference games are really what it's all about. If you win those conference games, that's what you need.
Good stuff. Thanks, Kevin Prince, UCLA quarterback.